we're gonna go into, oh my god. Hey guys, it's Elle. Welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be doing my vegan and cruelty-free makeup routine. As you can see, I already have it done. I'm filming this after filming the get ready with me portion because I didn't want to frighten you coming into the intro with no makeup on. But this makeup routine is entirely vegan and cruelty-free. This is massively important, and here's why. 500,000 animals suffer and die for animal testing on cosmetics every single year. This number is absolutely astonishing considering the amount of animals that we are cruelly testing on and killing, and they end up dying, in order to have makeup or hair care or skincare. No animal should ever have to sacrifice their life for someone's beauty routine. It's just absolutely so selfish, so ridiculous that we're still doing this. Over 390 companies have recently endorsed the Humane Cosmetics Act, which is a bill that would end animal testing of cosmetics in the US. This is an amazing push forward. We're hoping that this goes through, because it is just such an unnecessary, outdated practice. We don't need to be testing cosmetics on animals anymore. Almost all the ingredients that we're going to be using in cosmetics have already been tested, and we don't need to keep testing them. But the reason why companies do this is because in order to sell in China, it's a law that you need to test cosmetics on animals. And in the US and most other countries, it's not a requirement. Just some companies do it in order to be able to sell in China, which is just extremely selfish and really unfortunate that that's a rule. So when we're at the drugstore or at Ulta or Sephora and we're looking for new makeup products to add into our routine, or this goes for skincare and hair care as well, make sure you're looking for that cruelty-free symbol. Because we don't need to be creating more victims of violence and cruelty because of our beauty routine. That is just incredibly selfish. It's one thing to eat animals because you feel like you need it to survive. You don't. If you did, I'd be dead. It's another thing to buy beauty products that have been tested on animals just because you want them to make you look more beautiful. That is completely selfish origins, and that is just so unnecessary, and we don't need to be doing that anymore. So make sure you're looking for this symbol when you're buying your cosmetics, because we want to avoid having victims like this ever again. A couple of disclaimers before we get into it. I just want to let you guys know that cruelty-free and vegan are not equal. Just because a brand is cruelty-free does not mean all of their products are vegan. So in this video, I'm going to be showing you products from brands that are not entirely vegan, but they are entirely cruelty-free. So just make sure you're looking out for those symbols on products. It'll either be a little V, it'll say cruelty-free and vegan with a little bunny, or it will say vegan on the product or in the title of the product. That's really important. Cruelty-free just means it wasn't tested on animals, but it could have animal ingredients in it. And vegan means that it wasn't tested on animals and it has no animal-derived ingredients. So it's really important to have the combination of both, because if you were having a cruelty-free product but it's still not vegan, animals had to suffer and die in order to be used as ingredients in that makeup product. So it's really important to have both if you're trying to avoid cruelty altogether, and I highly recommend you do. So without further ado, let's get into the tutorial portion of this video. If you guys want to know how I achieve my everyday look with using entirely vegan and cruelty-free makeup products, keep on watching. Reporting live from my desk/makeup table. So sorry for my squeaky chair in every single video. That just is gonna have to happen until I move out of this place. So I have my mirror right here, down here, so if you see me looking in this angle, that's what I'm doing. But we're gonna get into the makeup routine. This is pretty much my everyday makeup routine. It does vary sometimes, and if I sometimes use a different product, I'll show you guys that product as well. Today we're having, let me get in close here. Today we're having this weird redness that I woke up with, and this breakout. and I was like, oh my god, I don't want to film this video today. My skin is trash. But then I was like, let's be real. Everyone has skin issues. Everyone's a human. I think it would be great if I got on camera with a skin issue and showed the world that nobody's perfect. A lesson I'm learning for myself as well. So we are gonna get into the makeup portion of this video. Let's get started. So the first thing I like to do is obviously wash my face, which I already did. If you guys are interested in what I use for my skincare and hair care as far as vegan and cruelty-free products, I can definitely do a video on that. I have a very, very simple routine, but if you guys are interested, I can always show you. And so I've moisturized and cleansed, and now we're gonna go into the products, the makeup products. First, we're gonna be using this setting spray, and it says it's matte effect. Focus. It says it's matte effect, but honestly, it gives a very dewy glow to the face, so I like to start with it to kind of create a dewy base to work off of before I do foundation. So I'm going to dry it with a fan. Now we're gonna go in with foundation. Because I'm having a bit of skin issues today, we're gonna go into something that's a little more full coverage. On an everyday basis, I typically use the Fenty Beauty Ease Drop. It's this product. This is very light coverage though, and if I'm having a really good skin day, this is what I'll use. But today we are gonna use this is called Uoma by Sharon C. And they sell this in Walmart, but it's, I don't know if you can read that. It says vegan right here, dermatologist tested. This is great, it hasn't broken me out, and it has really nice coverage, really nice finish, so we're gonna go in with this one today, and always a sponge, always a sponge. And we're gonna just dab that around. I've never done my makeup on camera before, so if I'm making a crap ton of weird faces, sorry. But I'm not sorry. But I'll probably be sorry when I look back at this footage while editing. And it definitely has buildable coverage, so like you can still see some of the flaws through it, but I'm gonna put another layer in those areas and you won't be able to see it at all. This is called the Flawless in Real Life Skin Perfecting Foundation, by the way. I realized I only read the brand and not the actual product name. Sorry, I'm new to this beauty guru thing, and then if I'm finding that something is just not covering at all, pro tip from an acne face girl, use a smaller dense brush like this to blend the product over the blemish, because a beauty blender is going to absorb a lot of product, but a brush is going to keep it on your skin and be able to use the actual coverage from the product to cover whatever you're trying to hide. Just this big fat scab that I have from picking at my face. Don't pick at your face, everyone. Now we're gonna go into cream contour. I like to do cream products and powder products. Oh my god, it's so dirty. This is the Wet n Wild Mega Glow makeup stick, and it's the contour one. And as we can see there, cruelty free, and then on the butt it says vegan. And this is the color Oaks on You. Oh, that's so punny, oh my god. And then I'll just put it all in all these areas that I want the shadow. That's where I put it. Down my neck, so my face isn't a different color than my neck. Contour areas, under the lip, do my nose, forehead, that's about it. Now we're gonna blend. And I use this Real Techniques brush to blend it. If I know where the brushes came from, I'll tell you where they came from. However, a lot of my brushes I got for Christmas in literal 8th grade, and I'm not even kidding. Like, it's actually embarrassing. Some of them have tape on them. Because if it ain't broke, why replace it? I mean, that one literally is broken. But if you can fix it, why replace it? You know, consumerism is a major problem in this country, so tape your brushes. And we're just gonna blend with this dense Real Techniques brush. Sometimes I'll do a tapping motion, and then sometimes I'll do like more of a sweeping motion if I'm really trying to keep the foundation underneath undisturbed. I will do this tapping motion, especially over here where I had this blemish right here. You can't see it right now, but I want to make sure I'm bouncing over that so I'm not disturbing all of the foundation that I worked so hard to cover up that blemish with. And then the neck I just go crazy on because I don't have any foundation on my neck. Next we're gonna go in with cream blush. This is the e.l.f. Putty Blush. Yeah, it's in the color Tahiti. You won't really be able to see it. It's so tiny with the freaking clear lettering, but the color Tahiti. I can link all these products below too if you guys are really interested in exactly what I use. But we're gonna go in with the same brush because most of the product's gone from it, and we're just gonna go in. I love blush. We're gonna go ham with it. Giving rosy cheeks. What I like about this product is it comes off really harsh at first, but it's actually can be blended out to be more of a natural look really easily. And then once you do powder, it definitely tones it down. And then I like to do a little on my nose, just so my cheeks aren't so stark red and none of the rest of my face is. Tiny bit on the chin, and a little right here. Like basically I'm just using the excess from my brush to do those areas. And then I still have a little bit of foundation on the back of my hand, so I'm gonna dab some of that underneath my eyes because we lost some of that highlight under the eyes with the blush, so just re-dabbing under the eyes. And on the eyelids to prep them for shadow. Get rid of all those veins. And then I'm gonna go back in right now and just do another little layer of coverage on this blemish I have today. It's okay. Alright, now we've got to set all the cream products that I just put on. So to do that, we use the Essence 16-Hour Cover and Last powder. It says it's a powder foundation, but it really doesn't add any coverage unless you really pack it on, but I don't do that. This is in Classic Vanilla, and as we can see right here, vegan. Essence is a really great brand because everything that they put out is vegan. They're an entirely vegan brand, so it's just very easy to shop with them when you're looking to buy vegan and cruelty-free. So we're gonna blend out any creases that we have here and start with under the eyes. I like to use this smaller Real Techniques brush to do under my eyes, and then I use a bigger brush for the rest of my face. And we'll just pat. We don't want to sweep because that will disturb all of the product that we just laid down. And then for the rest of the face, we're going to use this bigger Real Techniques brush. It's pretty loose. The bristles are pretty loose, so it's nice to powder with. It's not going to disturb anything crazy. The next thing we're going to do, now that we have our base down and set, is eyebrows. For that, lately I've been using the e.l.f. Instant Lift Brow Pencil. Lighting work. Anyways, whatever, it'll be linked down below. And I don't know what color I use. Probably like the second to darkest one. I love how it has the spoolie on the other end, so we can just brush through the brows, and then we're gonna kind of outline the brow. So I go underneath. Wow, that's too much. Underneath, right here in the arch. Oh my god. Just like that. And once both brows look freaking psycho like this, we're just gonna brush it out with the spoolie to make it look a little less harsh and more natural. Blend the color up. And then I like to go in, wow, this is completely unmarked. But this is the e.l.f. brow spoolie thingy. It's in brunette. It's just like a cream brow gel to set the brows. I will have it linked down below, considering it's completely unlabeled because I've had it for so long. And then I just run this through the brows to give them shape and a little more color. If you have lighter brows, I know they sell clear versions of this product. And then we're gonna take this little angled paintbrush. This is a literal paintbrush. And just clean up any disastrous product that got on the outside here. Next, I'm gonna wipe the foundation off my lips because I look crazy. This is where the order just changes every single day. Next, we're gonna go in with blush. This is the, well, we already did blush, but powder blush. This is the Essence The Blush. And it's in color Casanova, I think. Okay. And then this one's a little bit darker than the blush we placed down at first. Well, it's a little more cool toned. So I want to kind of concentrate it right here at first, because having it super harsh in the front of the face will be really stark. And then drag it down once there's less product on the brush. Because we're gonna add another blush on top of this. On top of that, we're gonna go in with this Milani blush. I use it more of a blush topper because it has shimmer in it. And it just creates a really nice finish. This is in Luminoso, and as we can see right here, vegan, love it, iconic. So this one I concentrate a little more, well, I do it everywhere, but this one can be more in the front of the face because it's lighter in color. More of that peachy tone that I like to have. On the nose, a little on the chin, a little right here. Gorge. Sorry if there's an angle change. My camera said it was getting too hot, so I shut it down for a sec, but we're back. We are going to go in with a little shadow right now. I'm just gonna do a bit of a bronzy little lid, and that's it. This, as we can see, she's a little broken because she's old. This is the Hangin' in Hawaii palette by BH Cosmetics. It's a really nice palette. It has a lot of lovely pinks and browns. And I'm gonna go in with this little light tan shade. And so some of Shaka and some of Tiki, I think, to do just a little lid color. little circular motion in the crease. Nothing crazy on the day-to-day. I love eyeshadow, but we gotta do a little more subtle for the day-to-day. Really, even when I'm going out, I don't go crazy because usually I don't have time, or it's just not the vibe, or I'm not feeling inspired. But yeah. Now with Tiki, we're just gonna run that over this because it's a little more warm toned. I like a warm toned lid. And then we're gonna take a different brush so it's easier to get under the eye, and then we're just gonna run those same colors right under the lash line and under my eye, just to create a little dimension there. If there's a little excess shadow on the brush, I'll just like go under here, accentuate the contours of my nose, because like there's no rules. Why can't I do that? Next, we're going to take this Essence My Rose Will Go On palette, and this has some really nice shimmers in it. This one's kind of a like dewy shade, and this is like massively shimmery, so we're gonna go in with this on the inner corner and then top it with this right on the tear duct. For a little extra shimmer, we go in with the glittery shade. And then we're gonna use this same shimmery shade as before to do a little brow bone highlight. So just right under the brow. And then we're gonna go back in with the blending brush, just make sure there's no harsh lines there. That's pretty much the day-to-day eyeshadow done. We're gonna do a little bit of liner on the waterline. This is the Wet n Wild Kohl Crayon. What's the color? Sima Brown Nowie 603A. I don't know. It's just a regular kohl liner pencil by Wet n Wild. And this is going to be on the waterline, and then we're going to create a little wing with it. I don't do this every day. This is kind of just when I have the time. Yeah, you definitely can't see me when I do that. Okay. Let's bring this a little closer so you guys can probably see me do the liner. I just like to extend the waterline up to the end of the eyebrows, so just a little. Can you see that? And then I'll kind of bring it back down to the lid. Crazy. Thin, natural line here. And then we're gonna clean it up with some concealer in a moment. We're just gonna go in with the foundation that's still in the back of my hand on this paintbrush. Again, love this paintbrush for cleaning up. And we're just gonna clean up that liner right underneath. Make sure it's a nice sharp line. Okay. A little eye. Do those look good? Like, they're literally never even, but oh well. Then we're gonna take whatever is left for setting powder on my under eye brush and just dab over them, because it is kohl pencil and we did use concealer under them, so we just want to make sure everything is set. Okay, next we're gonna do a little nose highlight. We are almost done, people. I don't really do cheek highlight anymore. I find that it just looks a little too extreme for the day-to-day. When I'm going out, maybe. If you guys want to see a going out makeup tutorial, I can definitely do that. If you guys want to see any particular eyeshadow looks, I can do that. I'm kind of a beauty guru. I know it's not really what my channel is supposed to be about, but like, it can be about whatever I want it to be about. and it is all vegan and cruelty-free makeup, so it fits the theme. For this, we are going to use the K-Boss highlighting powder in Moonlight. Dania gave me this, so thanks, Dania. As we can see, we're really running out. I actually think I dropped it and it shattered and all the fucking powder came out. And now we just use the rim of the product, but it's fine. We're gonna use this little flat packing brush, dab on the tip of the nose, and right up the bridge. Then I will just take my blush brush again and just blend that a little bit like that. Fabulous. Oh, my camera keeps overheating. So we're back, probably in a new angle. Sorry. We are almost there. We're just gonna finish up with mascara and lips is pretty much all we have left. So first I'm gonna curl my eyelashes with this janky old eyelash curler. I actually have no idea where it's from. I have no idea what brand it is. It actually rips my eyelashes out sometimes, so get yourself a nice one, not a janky one. Then the mascara we're gonna go into is the Essence Lash Princess. There we go. I really like this mascara. I haven't used it for that long. I used to use the CoverGirl vegan one. CoverGirl is just recently cruelty-free in the past few years, and then they have one vegan line of products. It's like a mint green mascara, but I also have used this Wet n Wild Mega Length mascara. This one's pretty dried up at this point, but it has this nice little skinny lash wand, so if you like that, this is a good option. But I've been really liking this Essence one. I feel like it actually does give like a false lash look. Helps me enhance what I'm working with here. I really only do mascara on my top lashes these days too. I just think bottom lash mascara weighs my eyes down. It just looks too heavy on my face. But I'll probably go through another phase of liking it again, so. As we know, makeup trends change, just like clothing trends. But for now, I like a heavier lash on the top and nothing on the bottom. Okay, and finally, we're gonna go in with lips. We're gonna go in with the NYX Suede Matte Lip Liner. This is in the color Free Spirit. I think I got a shade too light than I normally get though, because this is kind of orangey. I like a more brown lip liner, but we work with it. And I love a bit of overline. We love to make our lips look bigger than they are. Then lately I've been loving to layer on top of that because I got a lip liner a little too light. My REM Beauty, she's so good. For those of you who don't know, I'm obsessed with Ariana Grande, and the fact that she has the cutest packaging for her makeup in the world. So freaking cute. This is the REM Beauty. Ariana Grande is vegan, so all of her makeup is also vegan and cruelty-free, and this color just adds a little bit of darkness to the lips. The light I'm using up here is so yellow, so it's really not a great representation of what the colors of things are. That's okay. So I'll just top the lip liner with this. I try to stay on the outside of my lips. And if I got too much on the inside, I'll just wipe it off. Clean it up with my handy dandy paintbrush again. And then finally, I'll add some gloss on top of that. Yeah, let's use this one. This is the Wet n Wild lip gloss. Is that all it is? This is in the shade Raspberry Voice 553C. It's like a shimmery, orangey, pinky color, and we're just gonna layer this on top. Gorgeous. And again, we do any cleaning up that needs to be done with our handy dandy paintbrush. Then we are going to finish up with the same setting spray as before. And then we don't want to move our lashes because it will make your mascara run, but we want to just finish up with our fan. It's going to give us a nice little glowy effect. And then I like to set my under eyes one last time, because if your under eyes are dewy, it's just not a look, and it will make your mascara run. So, a little powder on the under eyes. Usually I like to do this before my mascara even, my setting spray, just because I don't want anything to run, don't want anything to move. And that's the finished look.